the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and our home team. I'll be back with you again with score.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and our home team. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. They'll run on 1st down. It's Manning. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
60 Pittsburgh.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Peterson under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd. They feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they're going to get the 1st down here across the 15-yard line. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Off play action, it's Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Shark. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 76 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Ready? 50, play.
Here's Peterson on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Peterson. This one caught by Ridley. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off at the 24. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. He'll set up the screen to Fournette.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
You're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Peterson from the gun, he'll throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Ready?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Peterson now from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Minshew. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Only a yard on the 3rd down throw, and that leads to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Pulled in at the 24. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Peterson looking to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Peterson. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Peterson operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Peterson to throw again. And he gets this one to Ridley complete.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back to throw. Peterson. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Minshew, 1st and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make play.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Raiders on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Peterson. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Peterson. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a rush comes and they block it. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. You know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
A pass there complete to Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front.
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will
No, he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
Let's go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Peterson now throwing on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
8 read. Go, go, go.
Looking to throw. Peterson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
We got this.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Ready. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
I'm coming back. Ready? 10 logo. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check it out.
So we have reached halftime, and we now proceed to the start of the second half. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
15-1. 15-1. Check.
Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Now Leonard Fournette. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both. Teams, and there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more... cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Stay on attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Now Peterson on 1st and 10, escaping the pressure right. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Lamb. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. To throw is Peterson. From the gun, he'll throw. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's... some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll run it with Jacobs. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. On 3rd down, Manning. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point right down the middle. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating when we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! 60 outlaw. All day, baby, all day. Switch it, switch it, switch it, come on, switch it.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Again, it's Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big run by the big man Fournette. Give him 55 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Minshew sets to throw. On the move to his left. He'll run it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Minshew, that's out to his running back, Fournette. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. To throw is Peterson. Throwing again. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sack, baby! Sack, baby!
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Raiders on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Flush to his right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Jags and Leonard Fournette making their way onto the field. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The Jaguars on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And some space here. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So out come the Raiders. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football, and the Jags grab it. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
70, Indy.
Off play action, it's Minshew. This will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Let's go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. They go play action here on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Now Minshew. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Let's go,
Here's Peterson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Peterson going to throw again. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On second down, Minshew. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw it, Minshew. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
50 points.
Now Fournette. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Minshew. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off right around the 43. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
Let's go now. 30 base. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
This is Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Minshew. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Kennedy. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now London down by 15. And time, a huge factor. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Peterson now to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Peterson throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to let it fly, and it's knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot.
And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football, and the Jags grab it. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.